Cameroon is changing, quietly but significantly. A proposal to bring back the vice president role is on the table. Roads are being developed in places like Bamenda. On the surface, it looks like progress. But the real question is, who truly understands what's happening beneath it all? Because here's the truth. Most young people are living inside a system they don't understand. They react to headlines, they argue online, they complain, but they don't study the structure that shapes their lives. And that's dangerous. In today's episode of Wise Up, we're not just talking about politics, we're breaking down power. What does a vice president actually change? Why now? What do developments in Bamenda really represent? And more importantly, what does all of this mean for you as a young person trying to build your life in Cameroon? Because if you don't understand the system, you can't win in it. This is not just another conversation. This is awareness, and awareness is where power begins.
We all know the man, he wants to put somebody in power because according to the proposition that he's bringing, the president is going to be the one appointing the vice president. So if he's the one appointing the vice president, which we know that the vice president will be the one succeeding the president in case anything happens. The man knows he's going to die before 7 years comes. So he wants to put somebody there. He's going to appoint somebody so that once he dies, that person automatically takes over. And obviously the person is going to be from CPDM, yes or no?
I don't know.
It's going to be from CPDM. So, even in America and in Canada, in the UK, the government has never been for the ordinary people. It's been for the wealthy people, for the rich people. And that's why you see most presidents, when they get into power, their friends always become richer. What's happening in America with Trump? Look at what's happening in the UK. Yeah, in the UK, it's a little bit different, but still, the way they put the tax system and the way they bill people, they make it in such a way that it's the people closer to the top, the rich people, the people closer to the politicians, the people who are putting the politicians in place in the first place, they are the ones benefiting. I told him, but look at the digitalization. Why can we not digitalize everything? Because we're using a lot of paper. Everything was on paper. And I asked him, why can Cameroon not bring a system to do it? And I was like, I want to bring in that system. I want to make that change. The man laughed. Boy, the guy laughed at me. And he asked me, do you think you're the first person to bring this idea? You're not the first. A lot of people are way smarter, who are way smarter than you, more smart than you. They have brought this thing. They have even taken it to the government, and the government has told them, you bring this thing, will not eat. Yes, we are back. We are back after a month away. Oh, how have you been, my brother?
I've been good, tired, but good. You know, the life stress is not easy, but
Life doesn't
try as much as possible to keep it flowing. Indeed, we are back. It's been a while, and we promise not to go this this long without talking to you guys. And what an amazing day, man! It's good to see you. I see you have your glasses on.
No, we are getting old, my brother. As we are getting old, the eyes are failing.
No, I'm good. I still got good eyes. So tell me, how have you been all this time that we have been apart? What has changed? What hasn't changed? And what is going on?
So far, so good. Everything is okay. The only thing that has been playing in my mind lately is our country, Cameroon. Cameroon is leading us towards shite avenues.
When I hear of Cameroon, I always smile because it's in the news over there. It's always exciting. There is always something exciting for the government to tell us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, which is why it's an amazing country for sure. But how things are.
No, but I mean, it's everywhere. Every country has its ups and downs. It's fortunate for us that Cameroon always has the best gist.
No matter how the gist will be, it's always good.
Yeah.
So if you're a Cameroonian,
you have the roads in Bamenda, how they are fixing the roads. They want to beautify the cities.
Yeah.
You have the president bringing his new law of, the vice president position, which is spicy, very spicy.
A lot of people are talking about that, especially the role of the vice president. It has been out for so long, and now it's
Yeah,
back.
since 1972.
Yeah,
Since
it's been out for so
1972.
long.
And there are a lot of differences between, what was in place from 1961 to 1972 to what the president is currently proposing for the vice president position.
Yeah,
According to what we've seen, it's not going to be the same as the position that was back in 1961 to 1972. So we can obviously see a lot of differences that are going to be there. Let's see how it goes.
well, you know, they say the older you get, the wiser you become. So let's see what will happen in this decision that he did.
Come on, come on. Well, the man, we have to be honest. We have to be honest. The guy is wise. This guy is wise. He's smart. He's thinking 5 years, 7 years ahead. We're not sure he's going to be alive in 7 years, but he's already thinking past there. He wants to solidify his legacy. And I think that's why he's bringing the vice president position in place. Because he has his criticisms.
Mhm. So what do you think? For what I understand, we studied in history that the vice president role will be given to an anglophone, or has to, if a president is francophone, the vice president role should be an anglophone or vice versa. So in this time that it was brought back, what do you think will happen? Will it be the same, or will something change, or will are we going to just accept what is happening, or what do you think? Let me get
Your
your
brother, Paul Biya, that man gets sense, right now. Paul Biya, this is basically what he's doing, and we all know the man, he wants to put somebody in power because according to the proposition that he's bringing, the president is going to be the one appointing the vice president. So if he's the one appointing the vice president, which we know that the vice president will be the one succeeding the president in case anything happens. The man knows he's going to die before 7 years comes. So he wants to put somebody there. He's going to appoint somebody so that once he dies, that person automatically takes over. And obviously the person is going to be from CPDM, yes or no?
I don't know. We never.
It's going to be from CPDM. Come on.
The thing is, when I heard the news, all I could do was smile. I'm like, that is the Cameroon that I know. Always surprising and always energetic news coming from the president. We all know that. Okay, then when the president died, the vice president in other countries, but for us, it was supposed to be the prime minister.
No. The prime minister was even downgraded to maybe even the fourth.
Yeah.
Because in the current constitution, it's the president. If he dies, he's the president of the Senate, then head of the House of Assembly before the prime minister.
I'm talking about the law that we used to know, not what is already common.
Like, you mean the one back in 1961?
Exactly. So I'm just trying to bring back how things are changing from time to time. You see it being changing. I don't know how the government is being structured, but things are always changing. And that is why
they always have to look for their best interest, which is it's okay. It's totally okay. We understand that's how the world runs. If you don't understand how the world works, then you don't understand what's happening in Cameroon.
Exactly. But it shouldn't be like that though, because I understand that the government is for the people, but
the government of no country has always been for the people.
That's what this.
No, let's not talk just about Cameroon. Even in America and in Canada, in the UK, the government has never been for the ordinary people. It's been for the wealthy people, for the rich people. And that's why you see most presidents, when they get into power, their friends always become richer. Exactly. What's happened in America with Trump. Look at what's happening in the UK. Yeah, in the UK, it's a little bit different, but still the way they put the tax system and the way they build people, they make it in such a way that it's the people closer to the top, the rich people, the people closer to the politicians, the people who are putting the politicians in place in the first place, they are the ones benefiting. So the government has never been for the people. Even the democracy we are talking about, democracy is not for the people.
That's what they say. That's the definition. But talking about saying that anyone that comes into power always, put people that they know or their friends or their surroundings. I think it's normal for everybody. Say for instance, if you're rich tomorrow, not that I'm guaranteed, but I will hooray because I know that riches will turn or will come a little bit past me. Or if you're doing something to be successful, you might call me and be like, "Hey, this thing works. Let's
Yeah,
go."
I get it. I get it.
I think
And that's fine. That's totally fine because you want people who you can trust around you. But now the problem comes, but if you are conserving power just to the people around you, yes, you can always tell your friends, okay, come, let's share. But don't forget about the people who you were put there to rule.
exactly.
Yeah, it's just like in the company. Yes, your friends will be the ones getting their information first, but you still have to get the information down to other people.
Ordinary people.
Yeah, so that's how it is. So President Paul Biya is just doing what he knows. He's just doing what he's supposed to do. Supposed to put the people he trusts. So anybody that criticizes Paul Biya for putting his people or putting some people into power, they are hypocrites because they would do the same if they were in that position.
I agree with you and I disagree with you because, first of all, we all understand that when it comes to the post of the president doesn't have the right per se to do that. If it's a businessman, okay, yes, why not? But it has to do with a group of people, a group of bodies, including the population, coming together to say, okay, hey, this is actually what we should do, or this is the person that we should vote for the person to be president, or even sometimes vice president. So yes, he's looking out for his interests, but forgetting to understand the fact that the people will be the one to suffer or to benefit. Either way,
Yeah.
the
Yes.
population will always not.
Yeah, let's put aside the aspect of people voting for Biya to get in power. Yes, we all know what the crisis has been about. We know what the criticisms have been about in the past election. That he did not win the election, he frauded the election. Let's put that aside. In any country,
Yeah,
president picks the vice president. But the only difference is they pick the vice president when they are running for elections. Just because they want, somebody that they know that they'll be able to delegate some of their responsibilities to, and the two of them can work hand in glove to meet those goals. So President Paul Biya picking his vice president is the same as Donald Trump, the president of America, picking the vice president. The only difference is he picked the vice president while he's running for his election. So I don't see why people will criticize this new system of President Paul Biya picking the vice president. It's normal. It's normal. He should be able to pick the man and sack the man. If the man is not, let's say Paul Biya is there to do the work. He is there to do the work. He's making sure the roads are being fixed. He's making sure the economy is booming. You should be able to pick somebody as the vice president that makes the economy to boom, that they work together to make that economy work. If the economy is not working, if the vice president is not, fulfilling his role and his responsibility, you should have the right to tell him, look, bro, you're not working. You're not doing the thing which you are expected to do. So I have to let you go. For me, it's okay. So the only problem comes back with the aspect of, is the man even voted correctly? He's not the president himself is not voted correctly in the position. We all know election fraud has been in Cameroon's history since he came into power. So the only discrepancy should not be when it comes to the president, the vice president. It should be when it comes to the president.
So do you think he has made a good choice to appoint someone or to bring that law now? Like, is it what Cameroon needs now, a vice president, or what do you think?
I don't think it matters. It doesn't make the rule does not make any meaning unless they go back to the federal system. If they go back to the 1961 to 1972 structure, where the vice president list comes from the Anglophone, and then they give that vice president the same power as the vice president of Anglophone Cameroon back in the 1960s. If they give back that power, yes, it makes sense. But now it doesn't make sense because it's just we know what he's doing. We know the vice president is Paul Biya's way of choosing his successor, appointing his yes. The man is 93 years old, is he 94 years old? So he's dying soon, so he wants to put somebody there that people will not, they're not going to challenge because he's there rightfully as per the constitution. So now we know that it's wrong. What he's doing is wrong unless it goes back to the federal system, the power which the vice president under the federal system has.
Cameroon. It's an amazing country.
Cameroon is lovely. We enjoy Cameroon. We love it. It always gives us the good gist.
Yeah, of course. So, for my opinion, I don't know. When I heard the news of a vice president post, I just smiled and I'll be like, well, let's see what the president has in store for us this time because we are always surprised when it comes to this man. And to be honest and to be fair, I don't think that for his age he is the one making these decisions. I just don't think that. I think it's just his advisors, people around him doing all this. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a citizen, so I just leave it up to
it's not like you're the only person saying it. Majority of Cameroonians think the man is just there as a figurehead.
Exactly.
He's not actually the one running the country. It's just a picture.
Yeah.
We actually don't know who is running Cameroon. Let's take for example, let's look at the world in general. Let's look at what happened in Venezuela. So Donald Trump got into Venezuela, took out the president, and put a new president there. So who do you think this president is working for? Is he working for the government? Is he working for the people? Is he working for the American government?
Of course, if you take out a president and put another president, it's math, basic math. I don't even need to say it, but we already understand that is what is going on. And
so you can apply that to Cameroon, You can apply that to Cameroon because you will say somebody put Paul Biya in power.
Exactly.
So is Paul Biya the one ruling Cameroon?
Exactly.
Of course not. Of course not.
It's really amazing how the government or governments in all over the world just play around people's mentality or bring rules or bring constitution and just I don't even know how to describe it, but like you said from the word go, they always try to do anything that will guard their interest first, not the interest of the people that they serve, which they should be looking at. For instance, we have had problems that ever since that Biya has been in power, there were things that he was supposed to do, which he hasn't done. And people have complained the Anglophone crisis. Look at what they did, just special status. I don't even know what that means. And now everything is still the same. And the only thing that he wants to do is appoint someone else that will do the same thing as he did. Because if you're putting someone, you're looking at that person that, hey, this person can do what I can do. So
we can safely conclude that he's not the one putting somebody there.
Exactly.
So it's whosoever is controlling Cameroon that is putting someone in that position. So that when Paul Biya unfortunately dies, that person takes over and continues what is in their best interest.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, so they're just making sure that power stays with whosoever is controlling Cameroon. It might be France, which I believe is France.
That is doing all this.
Yes, that they want to put it. And that's why when Issa Truma was running for president, nobody thought that was ever going to win.
So yeah.
The only thing that would have made that man win is if they would have said, okay, Biya's time is over. And the powers up above.
Yeah.
Our almighty France decides to put Issa Truma there and be like, Issa Truma, we're tired of Paul Biya, he's getting old. We want you to take over. And then they put him there. Otherwise, there is no way anybody else will win the position as president of Cameroon.
Oh, I like the way you say win the position. It's like
it's winning it's not even winning. It's like having they give you like you Chiroma, take this one is yours.
Hey, this one is yours. Okay, now it's your turn. Let's see what you can do, or let's see how you can convince the president that you deserve this post. I think that's what it is. So, talking about the development that is going on in our hometown, what do you have to say about it? Like, what actually brought about this change? To, in your opinion,
The Pope is coming, yeah? The Pope is coming. They want to show Bamenda as a peaceful place. I'm sure they probably asked the Pope, can you not go to somewhere else except Bamenda? Can you not come to Yaoundé? Can you not come to Douala? And the man says, no, I want to go to Bamenda. So they're like, okay, it means we have no choice but to fix this rubbish place. We don't even like these people. That's what probably the government of Cameroon is saying. We don't even like these people. So now we have to put money into Bamenda just to make it right. So that when the Pope comes, the Pope will not think that there's a crisis.
The crisis. Oh, there are roads. Oh, this is good. Oh, and the roads will be.
You should be like, what? Why are these people complaining when you have good roads? When your town is developing like this, you're complaining that there's a crisis. There's no crisis here. The man will go peacefully with his happy.
It's funny to see that this thing is happening now when we have a stranger coming to our home, and this is what we have been fighting forever. It's really amazing how I think not only the government but how people think, because if you look at this, there are some people that they're only interested in their life when they see something good coming. That's when they struggle to fix their life. And I think if you want to put this like for what we usually say, when a stranger comes, that's when we are trying to clean our house. That is what is happening to Cameroon right now. And another thing is when we were going to school, let me say for instance, personally, what the country is doing, personally, when we were just going to school, we only want to do assignments, or some of us only want to do assignment when we hear that the teacher is coming. So it's funny that the way the government works in Cameroon, or a group of people, we can equally just try to tie it to our individual lives. It's really funny. It's an amazing thing.
I know. That's how it is. That's how it is. But what we all know is they're going to fix those roads. What are they going to do? They're probably going to throw gravel there. Exactly. Because there is no way they're going to complete that road work before the 16th of April when the Pope is coming. It's impossible. So what they're going to do is they're going to do patch jobs. And you know what happens with patch jobs? When the rainy season is almost coming to over, when the rainy season comes, it washes all those things. Yeah. And then we go back to stage zero.
We have always seen that the people equally tries to grab some of it and do whatever they have to do, and that's it. And immediately when the Pope leaves, everything will be abandoned.
Yeah, people are so excited about how they are fixing the roads. They will be massively disappointed.
Exactly.
They will be disappointed, no guy. Exactly. What they are doing is just like a camouflage. You just want to show that this is Bamenda. Bamenda is good, it's booming.
And that
rubbish. Just look at what the mayor did. He went to the food market and main market and removed all those stems that were on the road. Why? Because he wants to make it clean for the Pope to come.
Exactly.
Once the Pope leaves, what's going to happen is that those people will come back to the roads. They'll come and put their shirts back, and the government will say nothing.
Life continues as maybe even worse, because there are a lot of people that have lost businesses, small businesses that they were holding on to.
But I think for me, Rogers, honestly speaking, why are those people putting things in the roads? There is space in the market. You've gone to the food market. You've gone behind. You see how empty it is. So why can those people not get shirts inside the market and let people come inside? They are putting their things in the road, and now the people who are actually paying to sell in the market, they are not making any money. Because now the people who are not paying are in front there. They will give excuses and say, oh, we pay 200 francs every day, but if you go in the market, you probably pay more.
You probably pay more.
And so I'm 100% for the fact that they should remove those things to the road, because they should not be in the road. The road was made for cars, not for businesses. The market was meant for businesses. It's like taking your car and driving inside the market. Does it make sense?
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I am equally for the fact that, okay, if this construction is to be permanent. Yes, there is always destruction before there is something that, there's something, there is a good thing. There is always, we have to, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
If this construction is supposed to be permanent, then those things will be taken, maybe destroyed or whatever. But we grew up in a system where everybody fights for his or herself. And like you said, the government doesn't care. They keep adding the prices for markets, just like a small space that you want to get in the market that you're calling is like 20,000. I have my business of 100,000 that I want to start. Just a small something that I will see 3,000 or 2,000 gain a day. I'm not going to go to the market to pay 20,000 a month when I know that what I earn, that is almost my profit for starting up that business. So what's the next available space that I'll see beside the road? And there is no law that stops me from not going beside the road. And equally, there is no law that makes me feel like if I go and get a shirt in the market, I'll have a profit.
And there is the law that you should not put things on the road, that the road is made for the road. The thing is, there is no enforcement of the law. So people will be like, okay, let's go against the law and put the things on the road because nobody will come and enforce it. And we won't lose and we will win.
We have 200 to pay, which is...
Yeah, we'll pay 200.
And that is it.
Yeah, that's it.
So
it's not right. What about the other people who are deciding to follow the law?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why we will say anybody else in Paul Biya's position, anybody else in Atangaji position, all of them will do the same thing. They will do the same thing. They will look out for their best interest. Because if you are looking only in the market system, just as we are discussing, if people are not thinking about, if the people who put their things on the road are not thinking about the people in the market, would they be thinking about the other people when they are in the positions above? They will not. They'll think about themselves. So all these things that we are seeing at the top, we are seeing it at the base as well.
Exactly. And I think you have a point there because, to be honest, if I am in that position, what exactly will I do different? Other than, first of all, looking for my interests, okay, and then I'd be like,
you might even go there, yeah?
You
might even go there with all the best interests in your heart. And once you get in there, because of the corruption in the country, you will not be able to do anything but to join them.
There is this, I heard this politician, he's not from Cameroon, say corruption is bad when it doesn't affect you. When it doesn't profit you. But it is good when it profits you.
It is 100%. It is very good when it profits you. Like my former GMO, I don't know, I've told you this before. When I was working in Kumbo, under the GMO of Kumbo, I told him, but look at the digitalization. Why can we not digitalize everything? Because we're using a lot of paper. Everything was on paper. And I said, man, why can Cameroon not bring a system to do it? And I was like, I want to bring in that system. I want to make that change. The man laughed. Boy, the guy laughed at me. And he asked me, do you think you're the first person to bring this idea? You're not the first. A lot of people are way smarter, than you, more smart than you. They have brought this thing. They have even taken it to the government, and the government has told them, you bring this thing, will not eat. Because everything now have a digital footprint. Paper can get missing, but digital records will never get missing. So he said, this thing that you're saying, it will never change. Even if you say you want to digitalize the health system, it will not change, because if you look at some situations, you go and do, let's say, a yellow card, for example. Let's say the yellow card is 10,000. The person there will be like, see, this thing is 10,000, but for me to make this thing quick and give it to you, give 12,000, just 2,000 francs extra. The person takes his 2,000. If you bring that digital system, would that person be able to take that 2,000? No.
Of course not.
Even if the person is able to take the 2,000, there is a digital footprint that will build up and that person will be arrested at one point.
Exactly. And
so there is no way.
Talking about that, there are people that will just go like, hey, I just want the car. I don't even want the vaccine. So just, stay around it.
They just write the thing. No, but those ones, it's a little bit difficult because those cards have like a number on top. If you have a look, so the government they know those numbers that are there. So if one gets missing, they'll know. So the only way those people can actually eat is if you pay extra. You can pay more. When we're going to certify documents, very easy example. Me, I did it because I am somebody that I value my time and I value my peace of mind.
You just go and be
Go
like,
there and I'll give the man extra 2,000 and I say, please take my thing and fast track it. I stayed there 15 minutes. They come and give my documents back. When you have people that have been there since morning.
yeah, I was one of those people that wait the whole day. I didn't have to.
I never waited when I'm certified. I don't wait, brother. I'll not lie to you. I don't wait.
No, I think that is just you exercising your. Okay, I have connections, kind of.
Not connection. It's corruption. Don't make it nice. It's corrupt.
For me, I call it connection.
I was a very corrupt person, but I've changed. I have changed.
You see how when we have an opportunity to be in power, we change the words. This is just me. Like if I get to that particular maybe position one day, or if I'm the mayor or maybe the vice president or whatever, I will be able to change the word to suit me to think that okay, what I'm doing is correct.
To satisfy conscience.
Conscience.
Corruption.
Oh,
call it.
No, it's not corruption. You know,
just call yourself corrupt.
I have connections, and
you are corrupt.
Working for me with a little bit of something that I give. It's an appreciation, you know, for the
it's corruption. Let that talk to you.
Oh man, it's actually good that we are seeing some of these things and wanting the change to happen, but at some point, all we can do is vent, or all we can do is cry, or all we can do is just try to maybe, I don't know, mobilize a group of people to struggle to see how
you just be wasting your time. The way to deal with such thing is understand the system. You understand that is the system.
And you follow
and you carry it along with your life. Because if you're there hammering, oh, this is what the Cameroon government is doing, this is the system. I am suffering like this person is suffering. Nothing is changing in the country. You know nothing is changing. Why are you there hammering about change? It will not change. You carry along with your life. You make sure that you work hard. If you are supposed to bribe 200 francs to put your shed at the road, give them the money and life continues.
But if we continue like this, when will the change come? Are we ever going to have change? If
Cameroon is a majority Christian nation, God will come and deliver us.
I see. You're following the footsteps of your forefathers.
I can't do anything to change Cameroon.
But you
cannot do. Okay, let me tell you how we can start. We can start by having these conversations.
Exactly.
We start by having these conversations. We start by having debates. Once more majority of the youth, or more and more youths, they start becoming interested in politics and interested in how the country works and interested in how to change it, that's when change is going to occur. But now, how many youths discuss about politics?
It's because of the way it has been structured. And that is why I think one of the reasons that I think when we rise up, sometimes we don't even know why we rise up. We just follow people that are saying this or people that are saying that. And because we are not well landed about whatever is going on in the country, we don't see the need or feel the need to change. We don't feel the need to change. Because me, for example, whatever they're doing, they should keep doing it. I will only complain and I will do the little that I want to do. But if I was vested in, okay, we need to bring a change, and we are 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 of us youths that are struggling to see that, okay, this is not right, we want to change it. And I think that's where it starts. Education is power. If we know whatever the education is, if we know how the government works, especially in Cameroon, and what they are supposed to do, we should be able to fight. It's the same as, for instance, what is going on back at home, like for our hometown, Bamenda and Buya. There are a lot of rights that have been violated. And part of that reason is because a lot of people don't even know they have those rights that they are letting it being violated. And another thing is, even if you know you're right, who cares? So there are a lot of reasons that you see people, and at one point, people just don't care, and they okay. I'll just live my life like this. I'll pay the 200. I'll get the check
Yeah,
here,
of course, of
and I
course.
don't
And
care.
I've lived, I stayed in Douala for a while, and I've stayed in Bamenda. Do you know the people in Douala and Yaoundé, they have more rights than the people in Bamenda and in
For
Buea.
sure.
There are things which I was able to challenge when I was at the toll gate in Yaoundé, but I can never do that. I cannot dare to do that in Bamenda.
And
I was at a toll gate in Yaoundé, the one, I don't know the name, but it's the one you're coming out of Yaoundé to go to Douala.
okay.
They said they want to see my phone. I said no. They want to see if there are any drugs in my phone. I don't know. The man thought I was a scammer, possibly. And I said no. And the man couldn't. He said, all right, fine. If you don't want to show me your phone, you can go along. But if I dare do that in Bamenda, of course, I am an Amber boy at that moment, or I am a Yahoo boy. They
Exactly.
take me to prison and I was paying money. So it's about, you can know your rights, but the question is, where can you act on those rights?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we said, it starts by us having this conversation. We should be able to debate each other about our ideologies in politics. Once we can debate each other and we can, bring our ideologies forward, then we can start being educated and we can, maybe one day mobilize, which obviously is something which the government does not want. They don't want people mobilizing. 60% of Cameroonians are below the age of, is it 40, if I'm not wrong?
Yeah.
60%. And look at the people who are controlling the country. The bloody president is 93 years old.
That's on paper. I always say that it's on paper.
He is the president. We cannot take that power from him. He is the president. We love him.
I'm talking about this age.
So you
3 years old. His age is 93 years old on paper. We don't know his real age, or we don't know that is his age. We come from a nation where everything is possible.
Yes. You see one old man and the man tells that I'm only 40 years old. You're like my great grandfather.
Even in our football team, you see under 18 players, and you're questioning how can this under 18 have wrinkles already in his face, and you're like, all right, it's what they are saying. So, yeah, he's 18, and let's go with it.
Yeah, but that thing is beginning to change if they want to go internationally. Exactly. Because now, if you look at the way they track footballers, they start tracking them when they are like in their teams.
Exactly.
So compared to before, it's a little bit more difficult to change your football age.
Right, but it's still possible.
It is possible. What's that say? That impossible is not Cameroon. I've forgotten the phrase in French.
Oh, Cameroon. But it is a nice place, though. If we can put everything aside, it is a country that you can literally make it if you actually put everything aside.
It's a country with potential.
Yeah, it has potential.
A country with potential because we have almost everything
in the country.
Almost everything.
But a lot of people will not agree with you. And that's
we have almost everything. We have gold, we have copper, we have iron, we have the farm produce, cocoa, everything. We have everything in Cameroon.
We do have everything, but the youths now are struggling to get into the information age. And I think that is what is lacking, because even going to gold, copper, cocoa, coffee, all of those things, yes, they are there, but the majority of the people that are controlling that are so few, and most of the times youths are getting out of that particular system of making money. They are getting out of it most of the times. I'm one of them. My dad is a cocoa farmer. I never liked it. I never liked the idea of me going, stressing, and I wanted a life that I will not have that. But
you have to be honest that sometimes our parents have a hand in it.
Yeah.
Always say, oh no, learn a book. They never taught us that farming is an option.
Farming is an
Farming
option.
in Africa is a poor man's option,
We always think
which we know that is a big lie. Experience now has proven that farming is
it's one of
where the money is.
It's exactly where the money is. And thinking about farming or thinking about what you're saying, if I had the opportunity to learn how to do a lot of things that are being done back at home, like from where I'm from, like the farming, the cocoa farming, I would love that experience. But deep down rooted in me, I still hate it. I still don't see myself to go back and do.
Yeah, the tools are not there. Yeah,
exactly.
If the tools were there, then you would have loved it.
So I don't know, man. When it comes to especially those labor jobs that you're talking about, it is there, but we just don't like it because the money or the labor that you put in does not correspond to the money that comes out.
How am I like easy life now? That's what we say.
Yeah. There are farmers, especially here in Canada. Farmers are one of the richest set of people. In as much as they like easy life, but you actually see a profit of the product that when they sell, they have. But it's the reverse in Africa. I don't know why that.
Yeah, that's why you see most politicians in the West, when they retire, where do they go to? Oh, they buy a farm.
They go buy farm.
Because it still generates them substantial income, enough income, while they are retired.
That's very true. So talking about farms and politics, and what do you think youths should focus on right now? Like especially in Cameroon, getting all this. Should we focus on the fact that the government is not doing this for us, or should we focus on trying to, like you said, understand the system? There are ways if you want to avoid, or what do you think you should focus on right now? Should we focus on trying to force the change or ride along with the system?
I mean, the first thing for change is education. If you can educate yourself, educate yourself on how the country works. Because if you say yes, do business or do agriculture, you have no idea about the subsidies which the government provide. So you might be going in with all your money where there is an area where you can get funding from the government. You might be thinking that, I don't have to pay tax, but you don't even understand the tax system. You might find yourself registering your business under a certain type of business. And then when you start making the profit, they're taking 35%. And if you would have registered it as a different type, you maybe be giving the government 19% or 20%. So it's about, first of all, educate yourself about how Cameroon works. You can never make money, any country, not just in Cameroon, in any country, without knowing how the system works. We all know entrepreneurs are the ones who make money in a country. That's clear, not workers.
That's right.
But then those entrepreneurs understand the system of the country. Educate yourself. If you educate yourself, like me, I've educated myself, but I realized that going into that business is not going to be of any benefit to me, because the stress that I've seen there, it's not something that I want to put myself through. If you get the education and you feel like, no, I'm working 9 to 5, working for somebody, that's okay, but you know how the system works. But you can still go in there as like, this is how the system works. This is the game that I want to play. And you go into the business and you do it full-heartedly. But you have to first of all understand how it works. That's my take.
So we have spoken about a lot of things, and actually it is nice that we understand that education is key to everything. Like what you said, education, if you want to know about a particular topic, you have to dig deep. There are a lot of information out there, but you just have to focus on what you want to do to get the information that you want to do. Be it business, be it talking about the government, be it whatever you have to do in life. So it was really an amazing experience once more with you, my friend. And thank you for this opportunity that we have had. And another thing, we shouldn't stay this long, eh? We shouldn't stay this long.
Get another rendezvous.
So do you have anything to tell, especially this is for the youths. Do you have anything to tell the youth of Cameroon and to how they can try as much as possible to live with what is going on and to live with the fact that yes, we have a government and we have to know what is in our country so that we can able to, when planning our lives, we should be able to look out for what is happening as well. Do you have anything to say about that?
You've actually just said it in your question. Just focus in your life. Yeah, you can always look to improve yourself. But if you want to take the next step in life, you have to understand your country. You cannot live in a country without understanding how it works.
Exactly.
You can never live in a country. We're all in the Western countries. I'm in the UK, you're in Canada. If you don't understand how Canada works, you always remain you find yourself at the lowest job,
Lowest.
lowest income level, which is not something you want.
Exactly. Exactly.
Understand how the system works and play the game. I want to change. You want to change the country. You cannot change the country on your own. You have to find a community who is trying to change the country.
Exactly. So
That's the issue. Finding that community, it's not easy, but find it. You're there.
someone told me to just start, do anything. Just start somewhere. Read, just pick a book, start reading. I know the information is crazy out there, but the more you pick a topic and you continue to dig deep in that topic, you will see something that is revealing. Like you will see yourself understanding more and trying to always figure out, okay, what is this topic trying to say, and you see yourself investing and going deep to the topic. So once more, thank you so much for this conversation, and I'm happy to have this conversation with you. And for the people that are listening, please try to wise up. Try to wise up, and that is the only thing you can do. Wise up, and your life will be better. All right, bro.
Yeah, and like this video, if possible, subscribe as well, of course.
No, it's not if possible. Subscribe. Trust me, you need it. All right, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, bro. Thanks for this.
Together.
We are together, actually.